My love, what if everything I told you that you know about your health, your womb, and your body is wrong? 99% of your period issues have nothing to do with your hormones, the way that you eat, the way that you sleep, the way that you live your life. Yes, lifestyle plays a massive, massive role in the functioning and performance of our bodies. But 99% of the health issues that you are struggling with are as a result of trauma and suppressed emotions that are living in your body. The way that we understand the physical body and understand health within a Western medical framework is not a complete picture. It is not a complete story. And this is why I work on a holistic level. And this is why we talk about the physical health in combination with the emotional health, in combination with the spiritual health, in combination with the mental health. But the most important thing is the energetic or spiritual health. All health issues are rooted in a spiritual energetic. And if this word spiritual in relation to health triggers you, you can simply use the word energetic, because at the root cause of everything is energy. Disease is energy. Love is energy. Healing is energy. Fear is energy. Happiness is energy. Growth is energy. Decline. It's all energy. And that's why, as an energy healer and a somatic body practitioner, it is so much easier for me to understand the body through energy and energy blockages, rather than trying to figure out the science. Because science and Western medicine has made a hierarchy around health. Oh, you cannot talk about health if you're not a qualified doctor. Oh, you cannot prescribe unless you are a qualified scientist, professional expert in the field, right? But as we saw during COVID, even the experts do not always know. Even the experts are stumped, do not have the answers to questions. There are still so many question marks when it comes to women's health, especially women's fertility and reproductive health. To this day, it takes up to 8 years to receive an endometriosis diagnosis. Doctors are still not 100% sure of the root cause or why women get endometriosis. The same is with fibroids. The same is with cysts. The same is with PCOS. All of these issues, even fertility, doctors still do not fully know why women are infertile. But ask a womb healer, ask a witch, ask a somatic practitioner, ask an alternative, and I hate this word alternative healer, because actually in ancient times, the original healers were witches. The original healers were the priestesses. The original healers were the alchemists and the wizards and the herbalists, right? The people that were deeply in touch with nature and with God, okay? And so only in this Western medical context is it alternative healing. But in my world, this is true healing. So only these kinds of healers can truly understand and truly know, why are we having infertility crises? Why are so many women getting diagnosed with PCOS, with cysts, with fibroids, with infertility, with endometriosis? Where is this coming from, right? And the answer is a capital T trauma. It is all starting and ending with generational trauma. Generational trauma is the number one issue that you are experiencing womb and period issues. These issues and these traumas have been passed down from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. It's not the genetics that are faulty. It's the fact that the DNA and the genes are being altered at a cellular level by the impact of the trauma, the unfelt, unprocessed emotional trauma living in the nervous system, living in the body, living in the fascia. Everything is connected. That one time when you were a child and you accidentally swallowed a coin. This happened to me. I accidentally swallowed a coin and I started choking. And then my mom found me and gave me a Heimlich remover and I spat the coin out. That is a traumatic experience. Even though I don't remember it, the body keeps the score, okay? And so the body remembers. My mind might not remember, my conscious mind, but my subconscious remembers. And so the body is where all of your trauma is stored, not in the mind, in the body. The issue is in your tissues, okay? And so the fabric of life, this interconnectedness, is related to your fascia. Your fascia is this web of divine intelligence at a physical level in your body. And so this trauma is being stored in your fascia, in your muscles, in your body. And this is why we need to work at a somatic level. This is why we need to move energy through movement, through yoga, through breath work, through energetic practices that engage the movement, the breath, and the sound, so that your mind can now align with the body. And so now we can consciously self-regulate, at the same time consciously connect to our body and feel into our womb and speak to our womb and say, womb, speak to me. What are these problems that you're experiencing? Where is this coming from? What are you trying to communicate to me through the messages of these symptoms? Because remember, symptoms are messages and messengers. The symptoms are the messengers of the message, which is a deeper root issue. And so the symptoms and the pain and the problems that you're experiencing are the surface level, the tip of the iceberg. And unfortunately, Western medicine only knows how to treat the symptoms, only knows how to treat the physical appearance of the entire iceberg. And so what I help you do in this course and in my coaching and my energy healing sessions is to deal with the 99% of the iceberg. Only 1% is sitting at the surface and is visible to the doctors. And so the 99%, the root cause of the issue, is living below the surface. It's living in the subconscious, below the surface, which means that it's not easily accessible. It's living in the darkness. It's hiding in plain sight, which means that it's living in your body, in your muscles, in your tissue, in your fascia, in your nervous system. And so my job as a shadow worker and as a psychic shadow medium, a psychic medium, is to help you to figure out the root cause by allowing and guiding you to connect with your body. I'm not going to tell you what's wrong with you. I am going to guide you into deep connection with your body so that you can ask your body to communicate with you. Okay, this is what this entire course is about. You are learning to communicate with your own body. You are learning to pick up the phone and start to communicate and have the necessary conversations with your body that your body has been begging you to have with it for its entire life. And through having those conversations, you get to listen to your body and you get to validate your body's pain, your body's symptoms. You get to validate the experience of your life through unpacking your womb story. The key is your womb story. So watch the womb story video and answer those journal questions and really start to dig deep into the story of your life. And remember, we're not just dealing with your personal life, we're also talking about your lineage, your generational stories. What was the experience of your mother? What was your mother's womb story? What was your grandmother's womb story? What was your great-grandmother's womb story? And so on. And so because they did not have the tools or access to healers like me, and now you have invested in this course and you have access to someone like me who has this wisdom and who has this knowing and has this divine information to share with you, you are going on this journey of discovery and of figuring it out. You are going on a journey of learning to communicate with your body and with your energy and with your spirit and with your soul in a way that no one in your family has done for thousands and thousands of years. This kind of self-awareness and body awareness has not been seen in the history of humanity for thousands of years. It was eradicated by patriarchy. Psychic, somatic awareness was eradicated by patriarchy because it was called witchcraft, and witchcraft was meant to be feared, okay? And yes, it is witchcraft. And yes, it is magic. But at the same time, it's also quantum biology. It's also the nature of the body. It's the nature of the subconscious. And it's all scientific. It's all extremely scientific and extremely based on biology, energetics, quantum biology, which is just a fancy word for the energetics of the body, and how the energy of your body plays a role in your nervous system, in your organ function, in your brain function, in your immune response, in the flow of blood, flow of lymph, in cellular regeneration, muscle growth, all of it, right? All of it is connected. And so if you are still holding trauma in your body, then of course you're going to have hormonal imbalances. Because at a fundamental level, the trauma living in your body makes your body feel unsafe. Of course it does. This is common knowledge, common sense. If you are still holding trauma in your body that you haven't processed and your body is still holding it, keeping it there until you are brave enough to say, hey body, what are you holding? Hey body, what's this pain that's living in my shoulder that's been there for 5 years and won't go away no matter how many massages I have? Because no matter how many massages you have, if you do not deal with the underlying stress and trauma that's creating that pain, it will always come back again and again and again. And this is why it is so fucking empowering to learn the language of your body and to learn to be connected to your body and ask your body questions. When you learn the language of your body, you can actually get to the root cause. And when you heal at the root level, the most basic level, you heal the trauma that is causing that pain. You heal the trauma and therefore you heal the stress because your nervous system reacts in stress. It is stressful for your body to hold on to trauma. That's why healing, yes, it may be hard, it may be difficult because your ego is struggling to admit. Your ego is struggling to surrender to the fact that you are holding so much pain. Your ego doesn't want to go there. Your ego wants to push it away. Your ego wants to suppress it. Your ego is trying to keep you safe. locked into your identity of I am perfect, I don't need to do work, I don't need to face my trauma, I don't need to heal my pain, I can just continue living life as I am. But we all know that's not the way. We all know that these blocks and these limitations and these belief systems and this trauma comes up in ugly ways and controls our life in a way that we are too afraid to admit. But because you are here in this course, I know you are ready to have